Now, what is the first thing that a woman notices when she sees a man? Is it the guy's muscles? Is it his hairstyle, his fashion, his body shape? It's none of these things, but the problem is most men do think it has to do with something like that. So what happens? They focus on their muscles, their style excessively, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you shouldn't try to get in shape. I'm not saying you shouldn't try to elevate your fashion sense and be groomed. All of these are good things, but it's not the number one thing. It's not the number one thing that women notice at the beginning. It's not the number one thing that they look for, and it's definitely not the number one thing that is gonna translate into your success with ladies in your dating life. Now, before I'm gonna share with you what the number one thing is, I prepared a free gift for you, which I'm gonna reveal by the end of this video. So keep watching, it's gonna be really valuable for you. You might have guessed it already, but the number one thing that women notice is your charisma. And charisma is arguably a very vague term, right? If we look up, and I noted this down for this video, the ability to attract the attention and admiration of others and to be seen as a leader. Okay, that's cool. But really, what is charisma and can you learn it? And I would argue with a big yes, you can learn it. I think you can learn anything in life. I mean, sure, for some people it's going to be easier. Some people are naturally talented in some things and not in others. But really, if you break it down, what charisma is, it is just a set of habits and actions that you can learn and execute on a regular basis that will make you seem more charismatic, and in the process of seeming more charismatic, other people will see you as charismatic. You will have charisma. So what are these sets of behaviors and habits that you can learn over time to become more charismatic? Let's go through the 4 things that I noted down real quickly, and then we go through it one by one. Number 1, your body language and presence. Number 2, helping others to feel good. Number 3, emotional intelligence and empathy. And number 4, self-confidence and assertiveness. Now let's go through it one by one and think what daily habits and actions could we implement into our life starting today to become better at these meta traits that make us ultimately more charismatic. Number 1 is body language and presence. Now, how can we improve our body language? The basics are make yourself more seen, right? Stand further apart with your feet, put your shoulders back, have your head up, take up more space. How can we be more present? Classic one, meditation. Meditation can mean sitting in a room, focusing on your breath, focusing on your sensations. Meditation can also mean just feeling the feet on the ground as you're waiting in the line at the supermarket. It can also mean really observing things, really being there, seeing different colors, hearing different sounds, smelling the air. All of that is meditation because it brings you in the present moment, and people will value that when you spend time with them. So start walking up more straight, start looking people in the eyes, and start some form of meditation practice. Leads into the second thing, which is helping others to feel good. So if you're present with them, they will feel better. Another easy way of making people feel good is complimenting them. And you can say basic stuff like, you look beautiful, you look cute, or
You look great.
you look good today, or I like that dress on you. Or you can make it more specific and really think, okay, what applies to that person in that specific moment? What did they focus on? Maybe they really cared about their outfit that day, or
Look at you. It's pretty damn cute.
maybe something is matching, and by you being present, you call it out and you make them really happy about it. Number 3 that we mentioned is emotional intelligence and empathy. Of course, all of these blend together. If you can call out something about a person, you can give a very sincere compliment, well, that shows emotional intelligence and empathy. Another thing you can do is actually listening. And as you can see here, the presence comes in again. I mean, awareness is the basis for all of this anyway. But imagine you truly listen to somebody and you process it in your brain. What did that person just tell me? And then you read it back to them, not with the exact same words, but transformed through your own mind and through your own understanding. People will love that. People will see that you're there with them. People will feel that you truly care about them, which will make you more charismatic. If you only do that, people will like you, but they will label you as a nice guy. And we don't want that. We want to be seductive, charismatic. We don't just want to be weak. So here comes the fourth thing, which is self-confidence and assertiveness. People love other people who go for what they want, who are confident, who are secure in their actions, who have a plan and execute on it. And that means charisma. That means the leadership part. And for you as a guy, wanting to go out there, explore, wanting to seduce women, wanting to attract women, you have to have a certain level of assertiveness, of confidence, of execution within your character. Otherwise, all you do is just being weak and kind of like, going with the flow and being very agreeable, being a nice guy, right? You don't want to be labeled as, yeah, he's really nice, but he's more like a friend. That's the worst thing that we can hear as a guy, because we're doing all the stuff to be liked, we're not getting fucked. And at the end of the day, eventually we want to have sexual experiences, we want to have a girlfriend who actually loves us, not who's putting us in the friend zone. Now, how do we learn all these things on a regular basis? How do we improve on all of these 4 things that I just mentioned and more daily? There's books for that, right? I remember I bought a book on body language once. You can meditate, right? You can add 20-minute meditation sessions at the beginning of your day or the end of your day. You can even do a Vipassana retreat, which I've done, recommended. You can sign up for an improv class to be more in the moment, to be more present, to be more creative. You could read books on communication. You can watch a lot of YouTube videos. You can do all of these things, and that's good. There's nothing wrong with that. But the real thing that will actually accelerate that process is talking to strangers in the real world, is approaching people, is giving out compliments to people, is telling a woman in her face that she looks beautiful today, and then having a conversation with her, and then being assertive enough to ask for her number and ask for a date, and doing that over and over and over again. This will make you more charismatic, or this will make you charismatic way faster and more charismatic than anything else you could do. Believe me. I mean, prove me wrong in the comments. Tell me a faster way. And everything else really is a bit of a cope. Let's be honest. You know it would be good for you. You know you would be a different person and you would have transformed if you would have approached 500 women in the last year. No matter if you even ended up on a date or if you had sex with them. Just the act of doing that, the act of putting yourself out there would have transformed you. But there's something that's holding you back, and that's understandable because it's hard. It's not the easy path. That's why it's worth something. Everything that's worth something is hard to get. If you want my help to overcome whatever is holding you back, you can book a free consultation session below. I'm doing 2 per day. I just got settled in Buenos Aires. I'll be here for a month. I just opened my calendar for a few more sessions because I was traveling to Brazil and other countries for the last 2 weeks. So really, take that chance. The calendar usually books up quite fast and in advance, so click below now. And I promised you a gift. So when it comes to the things that actually matter with women, I was mentioning things like style, body, and of course charisma, your lifestyle, of course how much money you make, which friends you have, how's your lifestyle, how good are you in bed, and so on. So there's a lot of things. And it can be quite confusing. So that's why I wrote an entire PDF guide on this. It's called the 5 Elements of Seduction. And I'm giving it away for free now to you if you go on the very bottom of the description and put in your email and download that guide. So, if you watched until now, please like this video and subscribe. It's highly appreciated. Hitting 5K subscribers soon, so do your part to reach that. And that's it for now. See you in the next video. Thank you.